season for both teams, and Doris, each one wants to start their year on the right foot.
Yeah, both of these teams have been waiting all summer for this game. Tip off to a new season. I can't wait, Kevin.
And now the New York Knicks starters. They've got Towns, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Now here is Pirtle. Here's Barrett, defended by Bridges, and there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Knicks. And here is Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges with the board.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Pass to Towns. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. On the wing quickly. Stolen by Brunson. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Hart outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Bridges kicks to Brunson. Drills the three-pointer.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Barrett with this screen on Brunson. Pass to Barrett, the 17-footer. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hart, that's good.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic.
We talked about the matchup issues that Karl-Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. New York leading by 7. And when it comes to R.J. Barrett, what do you think, Doris, about his development?
Well, we know he's got a scorer's mindset, and he's excellent off the dribble. The key for his growth is just he's got to become a consistent shot maker from deep.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Still without a basket in the game. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. Coming off a terrific season, he was around 26 points a game last year, 7 assists and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Now, here's quickly. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. For 3, Ingram. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Pass to Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
For 3, Barrett. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Anunoby with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Inside to end the run. And the layup is good.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
And Hart has it in the corner. Anunoby outside. Pass to Brunson. Beyond the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 10. Here's Barnes. Count that bucket.
We know Scotty Barnes will embrace the physicality. That score is about concentration.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Now here's Brunson. His last outing, he had 24 points. Hart outside. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Pirtle. Hits the jump hook. Towns has got his second bucket tonight.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Feed away. Barrett, no good. The Knicks leading by 10. Hart kicks to Brunson. From outside the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. A three from Quickly. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Three-pointer. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now, here's Quickly. Still scoreless. And that one's good. Ingram.
They dialed in from the jump tonight. The confidence is showing here in the first.
And here's Brunson outside.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Brunson goes in. Towns for three. It's rebounded by Quickly.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Here's Barrett. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. The kick out to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run. And they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. And, of course, you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit. Will they?
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Raptors moving the ball around. Barnes passes to Ingram. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 10-point game. Outside Robinson. And here's Brunson outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
The Raptors making a switch here. Shedd's checked in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now here's Brunson. Diawara, the pass to Brunson. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Shoots from 14. Pass to Shed. Barnes screen on Brunson. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Boy, this guy not necessarily a knockdown threat from deep, but when you give him that type of room, he will make you pay.
Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Barnes screen on Clarkson. Ingram against Clarkson. And that one's good. Ingram. Now just a 4-point New York lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Clarkson outside. Shot from the wing. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 5 here tonight. They set the pick. Ingram deciding where to go with it.
2 minutes left.
Nice move. And the layup is good. Ingram's got 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Brunson. He has 5. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Guys?
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Shed, that's good.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes here for the Raptors. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Grady Dick subbed in for Ingram. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New York. Landry Shamet comes in for Jalen Brunson. On defense, Toronto trailing by 2. Shamet kicks to Clarkson. Ball stolen, and they're running. Here's Murray Boyle.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Here's McBride. Still yet to score. Pass to Towns. Back to McBride. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Pass to Murray Boyle. And here's quickly for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a 3-point Raptor lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
You've got Emmanuel quickly. He's out there with Walter. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Clarkson outside. Shoots over Walter. They get it again. Clarkson passes to Shamet. Cranes the three-pointer. Shamet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
And that one's good quickly.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Outside, Towns. Back to Shamet. Puts it up. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Shamet's got 5 points now this quarter. The Raptors with the lead. Pass to Dick. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. No good from outside. And here's Clarkson. Outside, Towns. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Pass to quickly. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mamu Kelishvili has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Over to the wing. Here's Towns. 10 points for him. Back to McBride. Towns the screen. And again, it's a New York 3.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Dick with it. Hasn't made one yet.
Oh, my goodness, those chippies. You come to regret those. That is a good look, and you can't complete it.
And it's Towns missing. Raptors are gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And a fast break now for New York with the step back. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Raptors. To the middle. Here's Murray Boyle. And no good, trying to use the glass. The Knicks with the lead. To the inside. Here's Robinson, and easy 2 points on the layup. Robinson's got his first basket.
Easy to see why Mitchell Robinson's shooting percentage is so high. He is so smart and judicious with the shots he takes.
Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Now, here's quickly. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Quickly the bounce pass. Walter can't get it to go. Into the lane, and that one's good. Shamet. Now it's a 6-point New York lead.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise, and with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. They get the rebound. Towns for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Towns has got 13 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. A different look for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Raptors trail by 9. Now Ingram. 9 points in the game so far. Trying to get something going. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Bridges left side. Brunson on the move. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
Folks, that is about Jalen Brunson's craftiness there. His footwork, the ability to be elusive.
Barrett against Bridges. Barrett kicks to quickly. A new 14 for the Raptors. Barrett, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Bridges. And another 3 for New York.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 14-point game. Here's Murray Boyle. Outside, Barrett. Makes it off the glass. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Towns. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Back to quickly. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 4 assists in the game.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Anunoby passes to Bridges. Fires the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
Ingram outside. Back to quickly. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Outside, Robinson. Brunson outside. Bridges for 3. Kept alive. Out to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Here's the floater. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Quickly. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Quickly's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, sometimes you have to flex into the mid-range. Emmanuel Quickly ready to do just that.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Rocket Turtles check in for the Raptors. Walter comes in for Quickly. And then for New York, Josh Hart comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Miles McBride subbed in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges against Ingram. Brunson, left side. New York, no good that time either. Raptors trail by 12. Doris, nowadays, we see lots of high school transfers amongst elite players. One example, Scotty Barnes.
No, exactly, Kevin. This young man attended 3 different high schools, and I think what each guy is trying to do is raise the level of competition.
Anunoby against Barnes. And here's Barrett. 7 points in the game. Clock at 6. Barnes the screen. Ingram wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Pass to McBride. Barnes against Anunoby. Fires from the wing. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Ingram. His last outing, he had 24 points. Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. Jump shot is good that time. And now just a 4-point New York lead.
And we've seen this type of effortless dominance from Ingram before, growing accustomed to carrying the load.
Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. And number 5, Jakob Poeltl.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And Toronto making a change here. Shedd's checked in. 1:46 left in the first half. Bridges passes to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Bridges misses. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 15-5 run here. Here's Shed. 5 points in the game. Toppled by Hart. Poeltl finds Ingram. Poeltl sets the pick for Ingram. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points. For 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Poeltl's got his 6th rebound on the night. Their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Bridges with the steal. Here's McBride. It's good from long range. McBride's got 6.
Well, shaky start. He's putting that in the rear view and finding his groove.
Here's Shed. Pass to Barnes. Poeltl sets the pick for Barnes. Raptors need to get a shot on it, and he makes that one.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Thompson with it. 3-pointer, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Karl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Karl.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Before we go any further, a look ahead to the games yet to be played tonight. The Houston Rockets will be playing against the Wizards in Washington. That one starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Gentlemen, I can't wait for that game. We've been talking about it for a while.
Two great teams just going at it. We'll see which style of play wins out.
And fellas, bringing it back to our main matchup here. Through the first half, Karl Anthony Towns has been getting it done.
I'm looking at one of the all-time great shooting pivots. Not you, Shaq, sorry. But Big Cat has controlled the game with his offense.
Yeah, you just don't see many 7-footers do what he does. Tremendous first half. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Raptors trail by 5. Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. We've got Anunoby. Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. Barrett, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations, so many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bridges kicks to Anunoby, and he's good on the 3 ball. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Anunoby. To the paint. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Nice work by Ingram, keeping his eyes open, allowing him to find an opportunity for a teammate.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I am happy to be a part of it. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you're right, putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie. That shot off the mark. The Knicks leading by 4. Bridges outside. To the wing right side. Brunson the pass to Towns. Hart outside. Bridges a screen on Ingram. Hart kicks to Anunoby. Oh, good on the triple.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Here's Ingram. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, one thing you know about Jakob Pirtle, this guy never stops working. What a motor.
Brunson the pass to Hart. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And that one's good. Towns.
It's good. 12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks chills.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And some good young players on the Raptors, but Doris, what's their path to contention?
Well, obviously they have some quality basketball players. Scotty Barnes is right at the top of that list, a really well-rounded player. But here's the reality for every team. You need a well-constructed roster 1 to 15, and you need to have some depth. The season is long, the possessions in the game are fast. It is really about the totality of your group.
Here's Barnes. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Ingram. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks leading by 5. Down low, out to Brunson. Brunson muscles through the contact.
Superb touch on the teardrop. Jalen Brunson so good with the floater.
Quickly setting the pick for Barrett. And the Raptors miss again.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Hart with a screen on Pirtle. Towns, no luck. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes kicks to Barrett. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Pass to Bridges. Here's the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. 12 Now just a 3-point New York lead.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
And here's Brunson outside. Drills it from outside. Brunson's got 15.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Ingram passes to Barrett. Barnes outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 5 points in the game.
Oh, my goodness. What an answer from Scotty Barnes. Drills the comeback triple. Stop it.
Here's Brunson. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Barrett against Hart. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Poeltl. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Brunson against quickly. Towns kicks to Anunoby. And here's Brunson outside. Brunson with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Barrett brings it in.
Well, you can't fall asleep on R.J. Barrett. Got the size, got the ups. Go ahead. Easy work right there, R.J.
Brunson outside. Outside, Towns. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Barnes finds Barrett. And here is quickly. It's Ingram on the wing. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Ingram's got the lead up to 4 now for Toronto. The Knicks shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
On defense, the Raptors. They lead by 4. Brunson the pass to Towns. With the putback. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
Barnes outside. Ingram against Anunoby. And it's Ingram missing. New York shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And Doris, what you love about Brandon Ingram, he's the total package.
He is, Kevin, because he's got incredible size, great shot-making ability. He's a 3-level scorer, and you can mix his matchup on the defensive end.
Bridges against Barrett, and the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Walter, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And then for New York, Clarkson, he's checked in for Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Back to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Ingram. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Now, quickly, 11 points in the game. Inside, Ingram outside. They grab their own miss. From downtown, connects from 3-point range. Ingram's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Knicks trail by 3. McBride passes to Brunson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, how about that conversion by Jalen Brunson? This has become a staple of his game.
Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Shed, that's good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Brunson. Brunson being aggressive.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Here's Murray Boyle. Defended by Sohan. Here's Walter. Shot clock at 5. Dick wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. New York shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Pass to Brunson. For the lead. Brunson among the bigs.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Dick up top. He's covered by Clarkson. Pass to Shed. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by Sohan.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
Brunson outside. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team. Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you.
Pass to Shed. No good, unable to end this run. The Knicks leading by 5. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
That one good for 2. Brunson's got 29 in the game.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Dick can't get it to go. Here's Clarkson. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Balls are out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then there's Dick, and it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And here is Quickly. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, you find a lane and you attack the rim with ferocity, Quickly doing work.
Robinson a screen on Quickly. To the inside. Pass to McBride. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Mamu Kelishvili. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got rebound number 13 with that last one. To the paint. Pass to McBride. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. The shot's good.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Outside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
This is where you have to keep feeding Karl Anthony Towns. He's in an incredible rhythm. He's already got huge numbers. Keep feeding the big man.
And he drives in. Raptors moving the ball around. And it's quickly missing. The Knicks leading by 8. Pass to Clarkson. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Towns wide open from outside off the mark.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to McBride. Towns a screen on Quickly. Here's McBride. They get it back. Clarkson surveying the floor. Shoots over Walter. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
I'll tell you, his shot has not been there, but I like the fight he's showing.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Quickly with a wide open look. And the Raptors miss again. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, here's Clarkson. D right on him. Shoots over Walter. And the Knicks miss again.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Now, here's Quickly. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Brandon Ingram comes in for Dick. And New York with a change here too. Brunson's checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's McBride. Lobbed up there for Robinson. On the wing, Barnes. Defended by Towns. Barnes can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 5. And Brunson has it in the corner. Out to the wing. Towns against Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Towns down low. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. It's checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks. Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. Raptors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Barrett. Anunoby comes with the double team. A 3 from Quickly, and Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Bridges has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Back to Anunoby. And the 3 off target. Raptors trail by 5. Ingram with it. They set the screen to the middle. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. That's good. That's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 6 assists here tonight. Brunson outside. And he makes good on the layup. Brunson's got 31.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there. Right now in complete command of this ball game.
Now Barrett. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Towns. Down low. Here's Bridges. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. For 3, Ingram. It's rebounded by New York. To the inside. Here's Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Barnes passes to Mamu Kelishvili. Ingram outside. It's Barrett on the wing, defended by McBride. Here's Quickly for 3, sinks the three-pointer. Quickly's got 19 points.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Fader on the way. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Quickly. Back to Barnes. And it's in there.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
The Knicks with the lead. Towns a screen on Quickly. Here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Pass to Barrett. Ingram outside. Barnes, screen on Bridges. For 3, Ingram. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now here's Brunson. Jacks up a 3. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Here's Quickly. Onside, Barrett. Anunoby against Barnes. Bridges with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 7. Now Anunoby. Brunson outside. And it misses. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. Barnes. No stopping that baby hook on the fly.
Scotty Barnes in the big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And Toronto making a change here. Hurdle's checked in. Hart, he's checked in for New York. Basket is good.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Anunoby against Ingram. Here's Vaughn. Puts up a three. Hurdle. Great pursuit. Got the second chance bucket.
How about they look to Hurdle in a critical stretch and he comes through. The pressure bringing out his best.
Now Town. 1:33 left here in the fourth quarter. And get the three. Raptors trail by 5. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. The Knicks shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Brunson. Towns trying to get open. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Ingram. Rebounded by Anunoby.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Brunson against quickly. Here's Town. Got it to go off the glass.
It's good. Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Toronto calls timeout. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Ingram. Rebounded by Anunoby. Now Hart. Lays it in off the window.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Knicks on offense. They've led by as many as 14 points. Brunson outside. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.